I want to read a scripture from the Bible. This is the series of the Shanquella Robertson case. Uh, my conclusion and my ending. I'm going to give you some signs and things to look out from your enemies and friend enemies, the wicked and wicked people. Um, I'm not sure if it's a Hosea or Hosea, so I'm gonna spell it out because I'm not sure how to say it. It's from the Bible, King James Version, Hosea, chapter 4, verse 6. My people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. I also will reject you from being priest for me because you have forgotten the law of your God. I will forget your children. So basically, what that's saying is God says that due to lack of knowledge to his people and about him, we lack. And that's why a lot of people end up, with a lot of things in their heart, become wicked and become a wicked person, evil and doing worldly things, seven deadly sins, just off track and off course, which I call the fruit of darkness. People like to eat from the fruit of darkness. You got the fruit of life and you got the fruit of darkness. And that's what this case pretty much was about, was people, they love the worldly things. I believe this case was about money. They killed her because they were gain a financial gain and become more successful than her life. I prayed that her family and her parents make sure they secure her financial abundance because that's what this was about all along. That's what this was about. And the main reason what this was about was they looked at her as, money, a bag of money, and they felt that, she owed them, which nobody owes us anything. You understand? And we have our own talents, our own gifts God bless us with. God didn't say give out handouts and carry everybody on your hip or everybody with you. You supposed to do things on your own, be solo and vigilant, and become the person God wants you to be. You, not everybody else. So I don't understand why people think people owe them something or entitled or feel somebody need to take care of them, but you need to take care of yourself and you need to work for it. You need to work hard. Get off your ass and work, and you will prosper and you will grow and you will achieve and you will succeed. Not off of anybody else, not benefiting off anybody else, not, gaining or think you're going to gain financial gain off somebody else. That's just not how life works. And that's not a man of honor, a man of dignity, or definitely a man or a woman of respect. So let's get right into it. Murder, deceivers, jealousy, greed, hate are all signs of deadly sins. When people abandon you, shame you, humiliate you, take advantage of you, embarrass you, have a secret deception with you, secretly hates you, secretly don't like you, don't welcome you, setting you up, plotting on you, gossiping about you, men or females. These are all signs of a person trying to set the power and the domination over an individual. So remember this. Anybody do that, you run like a bat out of hell. Next, more signs of enemies and friend enemies. The bitterness, taking advantage of, your kindness. If you are a pushover, if you are kind, the drugging, too nice, too kind, too soft spoken, taking advantage of your kindness for weakness. I apologize if I said that twice. Using you, tilting your crown, Playing field is leveled to their level. Public humiliation, recording, fighting, beatings, the beatings, the watching, the instigating, rape, posting all online, the tagging, the texts, flyers, posters, pictures, trends, etc., rumors, spread of lies, invites or invitation to physical harm, physical hurt you, or even kill you, resulting in death. You are the entertainment at your own expense to these individuals. Now, remember, y'all, these are warning signs. These are signs, awareness, signals of the unholy, the wicked, and wicked friends, people that's out to get you. The plotting, the setting up, like I told you before, gossiping, premeditation, meaning that they've been, just talking about you, planning things for a very long time on how to eliminate you and get rid of you. You are an emotional, physical punching bag. The drama, the chaos, the attacking, the attacks, criticizing you, be like you, your confidence, your self-esteem, the benefiting from you. Pay attention to your circle before they seriously hurt you. When your existence is a threat, your existence makes them insecure. You are the butt of the inside jokes are about you, the snickering, the giggling, talking about you behind your back, the jealousy and the animosity, hatred secretly. Your friends only like you when you can do something for them. The attitude, the sucking their teeth, the rolling their eyes, some attitudes they have towards you. Like I said, remember, these are signs and awareness. Like if you see people doing this to you, you cut them off permanently and run like a bat out of hell. Enemies or frenemies instigate fights with your enemies or people that don't like you or respect you. Your friends purposely, intentionally misrepresent you to other people to cause confusion in your life. Your enemies or friend enemies misunderstand what you are saying to justify to start an argument. Your enemies, frenemies will not protect you from none of your enemies. Your friend enemies or enemies have assaulted you in the past, or they have stolen from you in the past, or they had lied on you in the past. Your friend enemies will always judge you, criticize you over petty stuff. You feel like you have to walk on eggshells around your enemies, frenemies, because they are ready to jump down your throat when you even attempt to stand up for yourself. Your enemies or frenemies repeatedly throw you under the bus to satisfy, to please, to put another friend over you. Your enemies and frenemy intentionally ensnare you in dangerous situations. They set you up for dangerous situations like murder, rape, drugging your drinks, roofies, the beatings, stuff like that, where you can't fight for yourself, where you in a comatose state. They try to disarm you. When people don't stand up for you, people don't protect you, people watch you get harmed, even watch you get killed, means they are afraid of what's happening or what's going on, or respect the person more than you that's harming you, committing the acts of violence on or towards you. I'm going to tell you what a real friend is. You can look it up. It's in the Bible, and it's proof, and it's one of God's words and his gospel. A friend loveth all the time. What that means is a friend comes once in a lifetime. A friend will always love you, care for you at all times. Everything I just told you, a real friend wouldn't do that. You understand what I'm saying? I posted about devalue. If you are on my Facebook or social media, because I have Instagram and Facebook, I talked about respect and devaluing, as a person. Please follow, subscribe, and share my YouTube and my social medias if you want to, listen to me or, listen to my stories, because I revolution and I talk to a lot of people. What people fail to realize, even though people see white people as racism, there is black racism as well. Black racism is where, color people or color individual are racist toward, they are racist towards their own color or racist towards other people. The Shanquella Robinson case, this was black racism, black hate towards a woman and towards their own people and their own color. And will make it so sad, because I was looking at a KK documentary not long ago, and they said all they got to do is drop off guns, crack, drugs, and weed in the middle of the city and wait to turn on the news to see how many of us killed each other. And they just sit back and laugh about it. That burned me up. That pissed me the fuck off. Because the reason why I was mad, because they telling the truth. Like, this black on black crime and stuff. And when you got Black Lives Matter, even though that's a separate situation of racism from another culture or color, I mean, we are not too far from it, because our race hate each other to the point where they kill them or murder them or end their lives at a very short age or lifespan, for the 7 deadly sins. And we supposed to be loving each other, being as one, coming together, and waiting for God. you know um this is, we in the time of the 300 years of persecution. What that is, a lot of people that believe in God will die or being persecuted. That could be me too. For God I live, for God I die, and we could be killed for that. Or it's the meaning of all you see is our people being murdered and slaughtered and killed. Every day I see somebody murdered, slaughtered, and killed. That is the persecution for 300 years of the lost lamb, the lost sheep, God's lost people. That is us, the 12 tribes of Israel. Islam, if I'm saying it correctly, I apologize. I'm going to say this again at the end of my videos. Love people, don't trust people, love thy neighbor. Because it's in the Bible. But God did not say trust thy neighbor. Because we cannot put all our faith in mankind and all our faith in people. I've done that before, and my life was destroyed a few times. Please remove anybody out your life immediately and quickly if any of these signs pertain to you or pertains in your life or people around in your life. They don't mean you no good. And if you really want to prosper and grow in life and not become a casualty, it's best you cut off these people immediately and permanently. Cut them off. Let them go. This case also remind me about valuable life lessons. This case was about sexual sin, lust, sexual morality, which are also sins of the world that send people to the depths of hell and the flames of the pit for eternity. Because a lot of people, you know, go by those things in life, and it get them in a lot of trouble in their heart, and they manifest things that they is out of their controls, and the wages of sin is death and miserably, and you'll never have no peace. You'll never rest in peace because of it, and without Jesus Christ. It's also eating from the fruit of darkness. You can't serve two gods, it's in the Bible, because you'll end up hating one or despising one. You can't serve two masters. You can't eat from the tree and the fruit of darkness and eat from the fruit of life and the fruit of God. To Shanquella Robinson family, I just wish to God that, because I am a person like her, my heart, soul, and spirit is pure. I always, all my life, rescue, helped, and save others. And, trying to and want people to love me. And all you ever gave were people love, and they fail you or destroy you. I wish to God I'd known your daughter. I would have been the best friend she ever had. I would have did anything for her and had the time of my life with her, because I always wanted a friend like her. She definitely was an angel and pure from God, and I do believe God was waiting on her. And I want y'all to know God is on y'all side. He is at favor with you guys, and he will bring justice to your daughter. Just keep praying and don't give up hope. I know some of her family members are devastated to the point of death. You got to keep going. You got to stay strong. She is there with y'all. She is y'all angel, and she is going to help y'all get justice for her, as long as the Almighty God in Jesus Christ's name. I do believe that she's in peace. I do believe that God opened the sky, just like in the Bible, Enoch, when God took Enoch, and Enoch was never killed. God opened the sky and took him. I do believe Shanquella Robinson was the second person in history besides Enoch where the sky opened and God come get them himself, even though he was alive. I do believe she was alive at her last moments, and that's when he opened the sky and came and got her. I also want to give a shout out to Cody ITC. I know a lot of people may not be too keen with, tarot reading or talking to spirits, but I do believe that the video that Cody done was with Shanquella Robinson was accurate. It was real. It was true. And the things she was saying made a lot of sense. Like I told you before about men too. I believe that all of them took turns on her, fighting her, as well as the men beating her. It wasn't just the women. A lot of these tapes are going to come out. A lot of proof about this is going to come out. But I also believe that all of them did this to her. It wasn't just the females involved. There were men involved. Whatever their preference was, this was a double team situation, and women and men were involved in this situation, just like the Kanika Jenkins case, basically. I also want to say about that is a miracle, but it was just sad that it had to come out. The Janika Jenkins case came out, excuse me, with Shanquella Robinson case is being solved and trying to be solved. But yes, I do believe that those tapes are real about her case as well. And I do believe that the manager put Kanika Jenkins in the freezer, or somebody locked the door when she went in there. And the thing is, the surveillance to that freezer, where you can see the freezer, not to get off track or anything, but I just had to bring this up. That is the surveillance we missing. Basically, it's two things that happened. The manager put her in there, or somebody locked the door behind her. So I'm so glad and thank you in the Lord's name that it took Shanquella Robinson case to solve the Janika Jenkins case. So that is solved. You can go back and look at those videos for confirmation. So I just want to tell everybody, I've been through a lot of these things. I overcame them. I'm at my greatest peak in my life, just like this young lady was. I am solo. I don't have friends because I've been through these things, but I was able to get out and fight and survive and not be killed like this young woman was. That's why this bothers me. You have to be aware, and like I said, be careful. You know, don't be too trusted, especially when you're successful, especially when God got favor on your life, especially when God bless you. You cannot be around a lot of people because there is some people that look at you for encouragement, but then you got other people that will hate you because of it. It goes either way. So you got to remember that. And they took this young lady out before. I do believe that she has some knowledge that something was wrong and that her friends, you know, were going to do something to her. Why she didn't leave or get help or get out, I don't know. But I believe that it's because her heart was pure and she really loved them, and she didn't believe that they could ever do something like that or ever think, let alone take her life, because I really believe she loved them, and it was just, she was so beautiful. And they were a bunch of demons, the devil, and a bunch of haters, you know. And I just want people to be careful because people do things to get famous. People do things to get money. They sacrifice their souls. They sign contracts. You can't trust people. You know, like I said, love people, but don't trust people. And I'm just glad I was able to get this out. I want to thank the blogger, excuse me, the bloggers again for their cases about certain different people, especially Shanquella Robinson and the Karen and the nature we have, and we're fighting for her and her justice. So that's all I want to say, and thank you for listening to my series, and you guys have a blessed night.